So let's bring into the discussion political strategist Mahek Cook. Mahek, the president is eager to get this bill on his desk. What are the chances that whatever comes out of the Senate and the House, merging their two ideas, that it's going to be pleasing to the guy at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue?
Well, John, good to be with you. Look, the fact that the House, Republicans, Senate, everybody is coming together and coming up with a solution for the American people, I have full confidence that we're going to find a resolution. We're already seeing this bill moved. We're seeing my senator from the state of Ohio pushing and continuing to talk about the importance of this for hardworking families and seniors. Remember, we spent 4 years trying to dig out of Biden's Green New Energy policies, the highest inflation in 40 years, and illegal immigration. And this bill tackles all three of them immediately for the American people. So families like mine are going to be seeing over $5,000 in taxpayer savings. No tax on tip and overtime for those hardworking Americans, bartenders, people that are just trying to live day by day. This is what America stands for. It's prosperity through hard work, and that's what President Trump is delivering on. So I have confidence that we're going to be able to iron out some of those details and get a bill on the president's desk by his deadline.
You say prosperity through hard work. Is that where this Medicaid work requirement comes in, do you think?
Well, that's a great question. A lot of people, especially Democrats, are blowing this out of proportion and saying that Republicans are cutting Medicaid. No, we want people to work and earn. Otherwise, you're sitting on the couch and putting your hand out for a check. That's what happened during COVID. And look at what we allowed and fostered. We allowed and fostered individuals to sit there and depend on government. That is not the American way. That is not the American dream. So when you have a Medicaid requirement, you're actually asking people to get out there and work and then prove your work status and to make sure that we can continue to deliver for every American. And those that can't work, John, those that can't deliver, those that are struggling, that's what Medicaid was made for, not for people who are able-bodied people. And by the way, we should not be allowing this for illegal immigration. We're costing the taxpayers over $64 to $65 billion in just the last 4 years under President Biden. This should not be allowed. This money is for hardworking Americans only.
There's also an increase in the cap on state and local tax deductions in the Senate bill. What's that going to do?
Look, I think that there had to be a deal, especially for some of these House Republicans, California and New York. The margins are very slim, so they're trying to work out the best deal for these progressive states. And I think when we look at New York, look, the fact that Mamdani is going to be a front runner for the mayoral race, every New Yorker should sit there and wonder, why are my taxes going up? It's because socialism is what they're thriving on, and socialism is what they're pushing on. So if you really want to solve what's happening with the SALT tax for our future, it's to start electing conservative, small government-minded individuals to lead the state.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating to see what happens if Mamdani is elected this fall. We're going to be watching that very closely. Mahek Cook, political analyst, thank you.
Thank you.